Steph Curry needs to bounce back after a rough performance last night. Certainly largely attributable to the fact that the guy I thought was not playing completely healthy with a severely sprained, I think, high right ankle sprain. He struggled, and he had 5 turnovers last night, and 3 came during that 21-3 blitz last night. So I'll be intrigued to see how Steph Curry bounces back, having to play back-to-back against Chris Paul and now Derrick Rose.
Well, you're always grateful as a coach when one of your primetime players or any player steps it up and gives you an effort out there. But you could tell he wasn't right. He knocked down a few shots, but it wasn't his night. He had turnovers in the second half that were key. He was unable to contain Paul at key junctures in the game. Tonight, we hope he bounces back and hope he had a good day of therapy, that he's feeling okay.
And the Chicago Bulls bounced back. They were down 10 points plus with about 2 minutes to play. Actually, 8 points with about 2 minutes to go. Came back and won on that jump hook by Derrick Rose, Bob Fitzgerald, and Jim Barnett. And their best shooters last night were the ones not making shots. Steph Curry 0 for 4 beyond the line. Monte Ellis was 0 for 5 beyond the line. Darrell Wright, who led the league in three-point goals last year, was just 1 for 6 beyond the line.
Well, they got enamored with that shot, and some days it wins it for you, and other days it really hurts you.
He is the youngest, most valuable player in the history of the NBA at the tender age of 22. He won it last year, but he had to overcome a terrible game last year against the Warriors. The Warriors beat him 101-90. He had 9 turnovers in the game, made only 6 shots, and just played a miserable game as the Warriors won their most exciting game of the year. 101-90, the Warriors beat Derrick Rose last year. We take you back out to Oracle Arena. Check in with our NBA and Warriors insider from CSNBay.com, Matt Steinmetz, so we'll get right to the point.
We're going to look at some examples from last night's game and point out some really good things that happened. Check out David Lee here. He's holding onto the defender so that if the guard wants to go from right to left, he's there to help him. Curry then sees him coming, so he takes away the complete direct line to the hoop going right. Ellis is going to stay home in the corner. Watch the 2 guys on the left of the screen. Udo was ready to rotate, and then we saw Thompson ready to drop back.
Play number 2.
Here we go, left side, because most of the point guards, there's a dribble handoff. Most of the pick and roll action starts from left to go to the right. Here we got a big, it looks like Udo, ready to step up and help. And we saw good action between Curry and Ellis on the other side. We need to watch now. Look at that show. Look at that white shirt. That's terrific. In the scheme of things, he was showing and recovering back to his own. And then we see another pick and roll action where we're going to see help here when he goes to the left. Let's run it from there and see what happens. Well, we're locked in here, but we're going to get there. You're going to see some good stuff.
Freeze there that, would you?
Kwame, you know, his lateral movement isn't terrific, but at least he's there. And that type of effort caused the 3-second violations. And these are the things that coaches will be showing them during the course of the year. This is a high pick, again, going left to right. Watch David Lee's hiding behind Jordan. He's going to step up, and we see Kwame here on the right elbow. Now, the ball handler is going to take it across, but it's very high. So it allows the defender to either go over or under the screen. In this case, he will go under, but Lee will help him a little bit. And watch Kwame. He's the quarterback here. He can help Lee if his man goes to the basket. But in this case, he recovered to his own. Look at the nice containment. Another play where Ellis is up there with a fake pick. He's able to recover and get good contestment. So there's communication, there's teamwork, there's good action below by the rim and out front. So that's really a good possession right there, even though the guy knocks down the shot. Right. Focus on Kwame Brown on this. He's late coming up here. Watch this action, Pop. We're going to get pick and roll. He's kind of lollygagging coming up there. He's got to sprint from low to high. Now, this angle of the pick is different. The picker is with his back to the baseline. This is a very tough play, a play that the Warriors run a lot for Ellis. Kwame has to really almost be in a touch area to his man. He gets caught on his heels, therefore a knockdown 15-foot jump shot. Now, that's a lot of pick and roll action.
Yeah, they're going to start Carlos Boozer, who we talked about earlier, and Joakim Noah. But off the bench, Omer Sheik from Turkey is an interesting player, Saint. But I know the guy you like is Taj Gibson. Had a great career at the University of Southern California. And this guy is a very good NBA defender.
This young man could start on a number of teams. And what you're going to see with Boozer there's a question mark about his focus defensively. And if he is not in the game defensively with Tom Thibodeau, he'll be over there on the bench, and you're going to see a lot more of Gibson. And that young Ashik, he is a diamond in the rough. He reminds me some of Gortat. He's a backup center that's going to grow into a starter. It's a great pick for them in the second round. As you noted, they've got a foursome here that's as good as anybody's
to get to a scoring average, but he only had one howitzer dunk. How does he match up tonight with Carlos Boozer?
Well, this is interesting. Last night, Griffin on the left side of the floor wanted to catch it about 14 and face up. He prefers to go left. Boozer wants the left box, and what he's got is a lot of pump fakes. You're going to see him look for fadeaway jumpers with a lot of arc on the ball.
Tibbs is Tom Thibodeau in his first go-round. Longtime NBA assistant, saying, as you well know, first time to be a head man last year, the NBA Coach of the Year. They went to the Eastern Finals for the first time since '98. The big addition is Richard Hamilton, Detroit Pistons star, an NBA champion. Does he fit in well here with Derrick Rose in this backcourt?
I really think he does.
Right, last night it was the LA Clippers, this year's IT team, and now you got last year's IT team. Let's run the break with Gary St. Jean. St. What are you looking for from tonight? What excites you about this matchup tonight?
That guy right there. Yeah. I'm so enamored with this guy. This shot was beautiful. It reminded me of Magic when he threw that running hook over McHale about 20 years ago. But he's such a great guy. His teammates love him. Coaches love him. He is the fulcrum to the wheel, and I'm just excited to watch this guy play basketball tonight.
Youngest MVP in the history of the NBA. Wesley Unseld way back when wanted as a rookie. But it is time for Jack at the half, and I'm not sure the Warriors can play any better than that. They led by as many as 19, settled for a 16-point halftime lead. And the backcourt that struggled last night, Monte and Steph combined for 32 points in 10 minutes. Greg Papa, Gary St. Jean in studio. A lot going on around the NBA this night, number 2, St. Let's take you out to the Target Center in Minneapolis, Minnesota. You know Russell Westbrook, the former UCLA star. Check out this play here. A little crossover. Russell. He broke some ankles there, St. Was that a Hardaway crossover?
He got him.
Wow, 28 points. Thunder up 52-46 at half. Late in the fourth quarter, Michael Beasley will penetrate and get the dunk. The game tied at 98. Beasley had 24 on the night. James Harden to Kendrick Perkins for the lay-in, and Kevin Durant at 33. Ricky Rubio, 6 assists in the game. Oklahoma City's 2-0. The champions, St., they are 0-2. Ty Lawson had 20 in the first half. His three-pointer here gives Denver a 1-point lead. Jason Kidd, remember when he was acing Kidd, couldn't make a jump shot? He drains 4 from beyond the line, 4 for 8 from three-point range, but it was Ty Lawson who was the star tonight. Nice finish. You think Denver may struggle this year, though, huh?
Yeah, I love their depth. I think they're going to be a darn good team, and I look at them in the middle of the pack in the West.
All right, so Dallas is off to an 0-2 start.
You're watching Comcast Sportsnet, now part of the NBC Sports Group.